Greetings fellow guitar travellers, once again welcome to Leg of the Week with me, Mr. Rowan J. Parker. This week we've got some Joe Satriani style, very fast repetitive blues licks for you, which are always cool. And we're going to shove these inside a little 12-bar blues chord progression, because just that's the sort of thing they need to go in, and it all makes for a fairly whittlesome, shred-tastic chorus of the blues. Guarantee that if you do this on any die-hard purist blues gigs, oh my god, they will hate you, because they certainly hated me when I did it, but doesn't stop it being awesomely cool. So check it out, here we go. Rock and roll. So let's get right down to showing you this lick of the week. It's fundamentally really just one idea which we're going to move around through a 12-bar blues, and at the risk of treating you all like a bunch of idiots, I'm going to give you the chord progression of 12-bar blues. Okay, so this is a 12-bar blues in E, so it starts on E7 and we have that in the first bar, A7 in bar 2, back to E7 in bars 3 and 4, A7 on bars 5 and 6, and then back to the E7 on bar 7 and 8, and then we come up to the turnaround to B7, that's on bar 9, A7 is on bar 10, E7 on bar 11, and B7 on bar 12. So fundamentally all we're going to do is outline the chords as they move along, and since there's only 3 different chords in the blues, we're just going to show you the 3 different shapes, okay? So here is the shape for the E7 chord. So whenever there's an E7 chord playing in the blues, you're going to play this shape, which is this one. Let's have a listen. Okay, so what we're actually playing here is high E16, 15, 12, and then B15 back to high E12. And the way we're playing it is pick, pull, pull, pick, pick. Let me talk about the picking mechanics as well here. Down pick, pull, pull, down pick, up pick. Okay, so we've got, when we cross string to string, an outside cross, because frankly I'm rubbish at inside crossing and I try and avoid it at all costs. Alright, so rhythmically, it's like a lot of licks I do this way. Rhythmically it sounds like diddly da da. Diddly da da, diddly da da, diddly da da, diddly da da, diddly da da. So it's 3 semi-quaver triplets and 2 semi-quavers. But I wouldn't worry about the timing too much, because the plectrum is really going to help you stay in time, you know. So when you want it slower, and as you start to accelerate it, naturally it falls into this, that sort of rhythm. Biddly bada, biddly bada, biddly bada, biddly bada. God, it's harder to say than it is to play. Anywho, that's the riff for the E chord, the E7 chord. When it moves to the next chord in the blues, that would be A7. So let me play the riff for A7. Okay, now the picking mechanics are all the same, and the rhythm's the same. All that's going to change is the notes. So we've got high E 15, 14, 12, then B14, back to high 12. Like all these riffs, when you play them slow, sounds kind of rubbish. But when you play them quick, sounds awesome. Alright, so that's the shape for the A7 chord. There's one other chord in the blues, and that's B7. And all we're going to do for the B7 chord is we move the A7 shape up 2 frets and play exactly the same little lick. So it's this one. Alright, same picking mechanics once again. Pick, pull, pull, pick, pick, down, down, up. And the frets this time, we've got high E 17, 16, 14, and then B16, and then back to high E14. And that's the B lick. Alright, so just to recap, you're going to play the E lick through for 1 bar, and then to the A lick for 1 bar, back to the E lick for 2 bars, A lick for 2 bars, B lick for 1 bar, A lick for 1 bar, E lick for 1 bar, and then we have the turnaround at the very end. Like every blues needs a turnaround, and this has got a whittlesome turnaround as well. Here's a turnaround for this one, sounds like this. So I'll go ahead and play that a whole lot slower. Here is the first downward phrase. It's this one, have a listen. Which is a fantastic lick in and of itself. You could get a lot of mileage out of that one. But anyway, it's high E 17, 15, 12, B 15, 12, picking, down, pull, pull, down, pull. That's all done with down. And then we move the idea across onto the B and G strings, and it's the same frets. It's this lick. Another fantastic sounding lick in and of itself. And the frets, B17, B15, B12, G15, G12, picking again, down, pull, pull, down, pull. So getting ready familiar with this diddly-dada, diddly-dada, diddly-dada rhythm, because it's all that rhythm, right? And then here is the next little phrase, it's this one. Another great lick. It is G16, 14, 12, and then D, 14 and 12, picking mechanics are the same once again. We've got pick, pull, pull, pick, pull, down, pull, pull, down, down. Alright, so almost there now. Little double stop on G12 and B12, which I'm doing a little downward bend with actually. Just do it that bluesy feel. And then the last note is the B note on A14 with the third finger. Alright, so we play this lick once, this one once, this one twice, double stop, and then the B, so, and up to tempo. And the whole thing is just finished off with a big old bend from D up to E. And that's on B15, bending up to pitch of high E17. Alrighty, so that is it, blasted through that lick of the week. Hope you enjoyed it very much, and we're going to play it one more time just so you can have a listen. There we go, slick and quick. That was Lick of the Week. Why do you not visit my website, which is www.rowanjparker.com, and there's a whole ton of guitar stuff there, and a lot of it is free, downloads, backing tracks, all sorts of resources. There's also a shop where you can buy some things if you would like. I'm also on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Rowan J Parker, which you can like if you like. I'm also on YouTube, which you should be watching right now. YouTube channel is Rowan J Parker, and I'm also on SoundCloud at Rowan-Parker. And I'm also on Twitter at Rowan J Parker. So I'm all about on the social networks. So unavoidable really. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hope to catch you next time on Lick of the Week. Farewell.